Oh, you're doing the royal wave? Oh, you're
Hello.
doing it. Hello. Olga, when we suggested this on the group chat for the podcast, it auto-corrected to red, shite and royal blue. And I'll be honest, that's where my expectations were before watching this film. You'd obviously seen it already.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was like, that's correct. The
Yeah.
phone is correct. I will say I was wrong. But I do have issues.
Okay. Are they geopolitical?
I mean, kind of. Insofar as obviously going into this film, I love straight to Amazon movie.
Yeah.
I am on board with the premise of romantasy and gay men now, as we know. I just became on board with gay men. Imagine.
I just heard of them.
Imagine
Love
I've
them.
just been convinced it's okay. And
so, as a former debate kid and an MUN kid, this speaks to our sort of
yes, the diplomacy of it
young
all.
diplomat.
Absolutely. Obviously, going in, I'm an Irish woman.
Mm.
I don't care at all about the royals. I don't have the same fetish around class and royals that the Americans seem to.
Yeah, big time.
They're so into it in a way where I'm like, you threw off the yoke of the oppressor. Why are you still on your knees? It's so confusing.
Well, he's on his knees because he wants to be.
Well, indeed. Now I know that. But I am just sort of like, it doesn't appeal to me in that way. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But it's so...
They're having a special relationship, you as Ireland and the island in between going...
Well, indeed.
in front of my salad?
and I think I also... It's like, it's real Aaron Sorkin levels of... I didn't think I'd mention him today. I really didn't think I'd mention him today. But of sort of like imagined perfect American politics. Like in a world where a Democrat could be from Texas, a Democrat female politician could be elected president. That president could have Mexican
That's
children.
the fantasy part, not the two gay guys.
She could win. No, none of like that. Usually
that's the most believable bit.
Truly, usually you'd be like, but the crown would never allow this. You're like, sorry, she's from Texas and she's the president. She's the president. That was my big. So those were issues for me.
Okay, I have a question for you. Aaron Sorkin has repeatedly admitted to doing a lot of cocaine anytime he writes a script. If Aaron Sorkin were to write Red, White, and Royal Blue, what drug would he be on? And would it be PrEP?
Ooh, can you mix it with MDMA? Surely they had to account for that in the process. Surely.
The MDMA budget line?
Yeah, surely. Yeah, I guess that. But wow, hello. Red, white, and royal blue. We're dressed for it. We're ready to talk about it.
Red, white, and royal blue.
If you haven't seen it, and going in, what did you know about it?
I knew it was gay, but at that point, listen, I also had my own expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And my expectations were, I remember there was like a whole hoot around Love, Simon coming out. Do you remember this?
No.
So Love, Simon was the first, I believe, teen romance film that was gay that went into theaters.
Oh.
And it was like a happy ending. It was sweet. Very, very, very sweet.
Cute.
The problem with it is that I don't think they like actually hook up until the very, very, very end.
Classic.
And I think it was like a clandestine kiss. So again,
try being a lesbian if you have that issue. We don't even get the kiss. We just get so much staring. Oh.
There's too many layers to get through in the period outfit.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like, what? We're going to take this all off on the beach and you know they're at the beach. Ugh. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Anyway, sorry, go back.
I recently went to Lyme Regis. Lyme Regis is where oh my God, the woman who Kate Winslet played in Ammonite is from.
Ammonite.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also wish I knew that archaeologist's name.
Mary?
Mary.
That's a good guess. Okay, so if you go to Lyme Regis, it's the part of the Jurassic Coast. And then essentially what they have there is, I think they call it something like the fossil pavement, because it's the biggest flat sort of slab of rock I've ever seen. And it's quite shiny. And then in it, there are all the ammonite fossils that are like the spirals. And then there's rocks everywhere. And there's kids with little mallets running around trying to break the rocks because some of the rocks have the fossils inside them.
And why are all the nerds going there after a storm? Because more things have come off the rock. Wow. What's her name?
Mary Anning. Yeah.
Mary Anning. Okay, great. I'm so glad we got
Diva.
there. Mary Anning? I'm glad we said that. Okay.
Probably not gay, but speculatively is.
I'm definitely gay.
Okay.
I
Done.
mean, I've decided. History's written by the victors. Here I am, gay as hell. She's gay.
So I was thinking when watching Red, White, Royal Blue, this is going to be another clandestine. Maybe they do a peck. Maybe they look across the room.
Of course.
And when it went into not just sex, but quite graphic descriptions of it verbally,
Penetration, baby.
I was very pleasantly surprised. I was like,
Yeah.
let's freaking go.
Yeah, I was too. Let's build the world, because I'm of the understanding that this was based on a book that was written pre-2020 election. So with Hope in Our American Hearts, 2019 this comes out. I have not read the book. I'm going to just, you'll be shocked to hear, we simply only heard of the book.
So it's an alternate history book, if anything.
In many ways, yes. It's the future we should have built. And so we're supposed to believe that, I guess, post an Obama era, what the Americans want is a Texan woman, female Democrat, to lead them.
Played by
Uma
Thurman, blast from the past.
Thurman. What? How dare you?
Where has she been?
Well, we had such different approaches to this. I was like, Uma Thurman, honey, why are you doing this? You don't need this. You're like, she's back. Thank God.
Listen, when you reach a certain age in Hollywood, you spend your days waiting for the phone call from Ryan Murphy. And you know Uma's waiting. You know Uma's waiting.
Uma Thurman.
But if it's Uma Thurman, she wouldn't be doing Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yeah, I guess.
She's by the phone.
I had the suspicion that maybe she had spent a little bit of time in Laura Dern's presence and was like, maybe I need these gay men to adore me too.
So you think she's doing transitioning to gay icon?
I think maybe it was like she saw the a cappella song about Laura and thought, I want that. And that's how she ended up here. Otherwise, I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a bunch of deleted scenes where she looks directly into camera and says, "Are you gagged?"
Mother. Cunt. Okay, so basically this is a love story, a sort of enemies to lovers about the, I guess, spare he's called Prince Henry. Ooh, I wonder who that's based on. He's played by
Nicholas Gallatin,
who I know you have feelings about.
I have so much to say about Nicholas Gallatin.
Okay,
just whenever you're ready, give me the floor.
And the first son of the United States, Alex. And we'll get to the story about that, but tell me what you know about these two actors first.
Okay, thank you so much for asking. So Alex is being played by Taylor Zahara Perez, who is gorgeous, probably one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen in my entire life. And he is, of course, from the second or third Kissing Booth movie. That's where I learned about him.
What's the Kissing Booth?
Oh my God.
I'm so
Do
new
you
here.
think Jacob Elordi fell out of the sky? Is that what you think? Okay, so Joey King and Jacob Elordi were in a, I believe, 3-part straight to Netflix movie series that was like a racier to All the Boys You Loved Before.
Okay.
So to All the Boys
and
I've Loved Before.
And if I knew what racier meant, which obviously I do, that would be
sexier?
A racier. Okay, great. Not like, I thought you were using like a French word. Like,
oh, no.
Racier. I was like, what is it? Oh, just like a racier.
No, so they have sex.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And
I'll watch that later.
They did it in real life, so that was like quite scandalous. And then Jacob Elordi shot up, obviously got caught in Euphoria, all of that, but I think he already signed the contract, so he came back for the second and third movies. By that point, he already dropped Joey King because he was like dating Zendaya or whatever. And like in every single interview, Jacob Elordi was like, those movies are a piece of shit. I don't understand how anybody could watch them. Ungrateful.
That's really fucking rude.
But the movies are terrible.
Yeah, but you're where you are. That would be like if Hudson was like, which he would never.
He would never.
But were he to turn around and say that, or Connor were, you'd be like, dude, you're welcome.
And
how dare you?
And I would say, one of the causes of Harry Styles' success is that he has never, ever, ever spoken ill of One Direction fans.
I'm really glad you said that because I completely agree.
The rest of them have been like, no, I'm making adult music now. That was stupid. Whereas Harry comes out and anytime he does a best of, he always does You Don't Know You're Beautiful. And I think you have to be grateful for your roots.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, it gave you all the opportunities to learn everything that you know and therefore can be better at. It's
100%.
like, what? Okay.
Anyway. And if you can grow from that place, why can't your audience grow from that place? Because I guarantee you that most of Harry's audience is people who liked him in One Direction.
Yeah, we're adults now too. We also grew up. Agreed. We fuck now as well. So yeah, we can listen to the new albums. I think we get it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we know we're beautiful now. We've matured. Okay, maybe we don't think we're beautiful, but we know that we were beautiful when we were listening to One Direction, which we didn't know at the time, but now we know it because we're women.
I love that song because that was written by a focus group. The first line of that song is, "You're insecure." That's a bunch of men trying to make money in a room being like, all right, what's our target demo? They're insecure. We got to remind them of it. That's crazy. That's crazy to start the song with the phrase, "You're insecure."
That's so true. That's so true. I actually think it's written by one guy who was in the Simon Cowell documentary where he tried to make the new One Direction.
Oh.
And he seems like he wants his girlfriends to be insecure. I'm sorry. Allegedly, I'm sorry to say that. Don't
Wait,
sue
he
me.
seems like what?
He seems like he wants his girlfriends to be insecure. That's one guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the original lyric was, "You ugly bitch." They had to tone it down.
You spend my cash. But yes, so
tangents on tangents on tangents. So Tyler Zachary Perez, who plays Alex, the American first son,
yes,
he was in one of the Kissing Booth films.
Gorgeous.
And the plot point is, of course, if you are wondering, is that Joey King and Jacob Elordi are dating, but then Joey King gets super into Dance Dance Revolution, and she enters a couples contest, Dance Dance Revolution, and her partner in the Dance Dance Revolution competition is Taylor Zachary Perez.
Stunning. Of course it is. Okay. Don't have time to unpack that. We move.
Do you want us to review that movie?
Nicholas Gallatin. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, I feel like I've talked about this on the pod before, so I'm going to be very, very quickly. Apparently, so his last name is Galitzin, which is in like one of the most famous noble families in Russia. It is the equivalent of Medici. Like, that's how noble it is and how recognizable it is. So for a while, people were like, is he a descendant of Russian semi-royalty? But then it turns out that his grandfather just chose that last name randomly, and he actually has no Russian blood whatsoever. However, spiritually, he is Slavic to me.
Okay, great. Yeah, and facially to me too.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
What I will
Should I be? I don't know. I just mean like he does the unmoving face very well.
I'm so glad that you were able to recognize it now.
Yeah.
So what I will say is, would you describe him as respectfully a twink in this movie?
Yes.
Or twink-like?
Yeah, he's getting towards, I'd say, the end of it, but it's there. For sure he's in twink.
So, the movie has been greenlit for a sequel. Red, White, and Royal Blue 2 is happening. And between those movies, obviously, he did a bunch of other roles, including Masters of the Universe, where he did that horrible thing that Zac Efron had to do, which is take a bunch of steroids and human growth hormones.
He's huge.
He's huge now. So, I think Red, White, and Royal Blue 2, Twink Death.
Twink Death! That's stunning!
It's the most realistic depiction of like, oh yeah, then at some point you get into your 30s and get an eating disorder.
Yes, and if I may, and it's going to be like, if it's going to be accurate to gay canon, they take a third?
Surely. What country is he from?
Surely. What would be useful? Gotta be a brick country. Gotta be a brick. Yeah, I mean,
what's a brick country?
Brazil, Russia, India, China.
Oh.
The four big next economies.
Oh my God,
surely.
Oh, he's got to be Brazilian, and they got to be so insecure about their bodies.
He's definitely Brazilian. Oh, and he walks around in a thong around the pool. They have a pool. Okay, well, get us in the writers' room. Think about it.
Oh God, I already like the second movie more.
I know, right? Red, White, and Real Blue. But yes, so essentially we meet them. They're at this wedding. Alex doesn't want to be there. There is real animosity between him and Henry off the bat. It feels like it's mainly coming from Alex's side, if I may.
Yeah.
But Henry's like, oh, okay, if you're going to give it, you can take it. No problem. They have a sort of weird tension, and huge media attention is drawn to them because they both fall into the cake.
And I would say it's at this point, dare I say, a trope to have something that's like not mannered happening in a British royal setting.
Yes.
Like someone doesn't know how to use a fork, and then we sort of escalate that.
And honestly, I actually do think that that's the correct parody of the royals. On top of everything else, I'm just like they should be completely at odds with normal human beings. Yeah. I'm glad that that's Alex's issue with the prince. I'm glad that he's like, they don't come from money, and that he resents the sort of privilege of this prince. I wish it was maintained, but that's fine. That's fine.
There's some sort of class consciousness in the beginning.
Yeah, but it's mad that the one who ends up going on to enact any class consciousness or like actually do anything with his privilege is the one who didn't come from it. But that's fine. It's not what the film's about. I understand that. So that's their first hang. And then he goes back to the States, and Uma's like, you were supposed to be there to be diplomatically useful, not to cause mayhem. Now you have to go back to England and sort this out with this prince and make like your buddies. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's enemies to lovers, but it's also fake
friendships.
friends.
Yeah, fake friends.
So it's a lot.
And
It's
they
a lot.
do a sort of like nod to Notting Hill, sort of like horse and hound round of interviews where they have to pretend to be buds.
Yeah,
and get along,
yeah.
which is very sweet, very nice. And at this point, I feel like I don't know when the flirtation happens, but it becomes apparent via a flirtation with a journalist, because Alex is apparently like the least PR savvy person who's ever been in the White House. That he might have had a bit of a physical interaction with this male journalist before, and so though we think he's straight, maybe he's actually bisexual.
And I don't know if you know certain Ilya Rozanov.
Yeah,
He let you know he's bi.
yeah.
He's bisexual.
He's bisexual.
Some people are gay. He's bisexual.
And thank God he is. Oh, God.
And how do you know someone's bisexual? They'll tell you.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you. We'll tell you we're bisexual. Did we mention we're bisexual? We're bisexual. Anyway, so he is also being sort of somewhat managed by a woman, Zara, who works for his mom and is played by Sarah Shahi. Why are you doing a blank face? Oh my God, you haven't seen the L word and I forget it every time and I hate it so much about you. You must. Okay. Shane and Carmen, the original Butch Femme dynamic on the L word.
Yeah, one of the sexiest scenes that you showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen, played by Sarah Shahi, who then didn't do the reboot and apologized for playing Carmen because she's Arabic and not Hispanic. Anyway, the point is she does a striptease and a lap dance that are absolutely worth your Googling.
Okay.
She's so hot. She is now very, very skinny and looks... She used to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader actually as well. She's so fit.
She's lived so many lives.
She's lived so many lives. And she did a very heterosexual show where... What's that one where she just has so much sex with that guy?
That does not narrow it down.
Charlie, is there any way you could Google?
365 days.
No, it's like about this woman who's an unhappy housewife and she ends up getting back with an ex to have so much, or she's like obsessed with her ex and then ends up having sex with him again.
Okay, I need to know about this film.
And it's like there's so much full frontal on his dick.
Oh.
He's Australian.
You're
Hello?
selling this to me. So you're telling me that her being in this movie is a sort of nod the way that, oh my God, what are they called? Kristen Chenoweth and Adele Nazim were in the new Wicked film. That's
It's
a sort of like...
Yeah, it's like a...
The gays of yore.
Exactly. Although they did pick a straight woman. And that's fine. And that's fine. And that's fine. Because the president's called Ellen, which is close enough. So they... yeah, so she's like keeping an eye on him. Anyway, he goes to do this PR stunt and they sort of have a conversation about why they hate each other.
Yeah.
And it's that on Alex's first night in a sort of official capacity, when he could have used some support, Henry was actually a real dick to him. And the reason he was a dick to him was...
Something bad happened. Someone died?
Did his dad die? I think his dad had died and he was like a bit harsh. He was
I
like,
have seen this movie twice, but you could tell what I choose to remember and choose to forget.
Yeah, whereas I'm like, oh, his dad died. That's the only way he could be a relatable royal. And you're like, penetration.
Who's the bottom?
Any luck? Sex/Life. Thank you so much. What a terrible show title.
That's a
Sex
horrible
Life.
name.
The whole thing's really bad, but it's really bad. It's so bad. But if you like your porn without your passport being given to the government and with a little bit of narrative, then off you go.
Classic Catherine Gore is terrible. Watched every single episode.
Oh
Absolutely
my God, of course.
unwatchable.
What am I supposed to do with this one long life? That's so true. Anyway, so yeah,
I kept looking for plot, but there was just more full frontal.
It's so weird. I was like, come on. And so then obviously they start this texting relationship.
And I thought that was really well captured. The sort of like lying on your bed and flicking your feet like this.
Yes, exactly. And simultaneous to all of this, Alex, who is the, bear in mind, first son of this Texan president, keeps being like, it's crazy that no one in this White House office will read my goddamn memo.
That is crazy. That is the craziest. That's the biggest piece of fantasy.
The fact that no one's like, yeah, dude, because it's insanely rude, inappropriate, out of order, arrogant, delusional, deranged, and insulting that you would write a political memo for the staffers of the White House.
That is crazy. Oh, God, that's crazy.
It's almost more insulting when your mom is the first female president. You think she needs her son to do this planning for her.
I was like, if a woman can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, her son can do it between my texting. What? Rude.
Oh, God.
Anywho, he's like, why won't anyone read my memo?
I'm just excited for Jenna Bush Hager to feel seen for once.
Exactly. And so although it did make me miss having like I was going to say miss, maybe it only ever happened in the West Wing. Damn it. Having like a young, potentially like sort of age enough to have like love interest first kid. Because
Tiffany Trump?
No, but oh yeah, my apologies.
Put some goddamn respect on Tiffany Trump's name. This is the closest I've ever been to walking out of this podcast. Is Tiffany Trump not entitled to a sex/life?
I am so... I'm so sorry. I wanted it to be with someone whose flirtation didn't most happen between her and her dad. I'm so sorry.
Please, he doesn't fancy her. She's not nearly as hot as Ivana. Sorry, Ivanka.
No, you're right. Wow, I just will not engage with them as existing. Wow, you're right. And my apologies. And this is why we need a Democratic Texan to sort of get me excited again. But anyway, the point is that he is texting the prince. And then he invites him to his New Year's party. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about this dancing scene?
Look, every time I see a dancing scene in a movie, I always think they are recording this. And I say this all the time. They're recording this in complete silence, right? Because there can't be any audio on there. So anytime you see anyone dancing well, like Allie in Off Campus, that means they're really, really giving it their all.
That's true. It takes more respect.
Because obviously the dance scene looks horrific because it's just completely, and camera rolling.
Oh God.
And then all you hear is like the squeak of the suit.
That's hell. That's actual hell. Yikes. Oh my God. And you can see everyone in your eye line being like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Oh.
And everybody's imagining a different song
yeah,
in their
of course.
head, so
no one's imagining Get Low or whatever this song is called. What's this one?
What song was it?
It's by Somebody Twins.
Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah, it's Yin Yang Twins. Producer Charlie, who works in television, has just said a very insightful fact, which is that sometimes when filming these scenes, they will play the music for 10 seconds so everyone can catch the beat, follow the rhythm, and start dancing, and then they'll turn it off to record. So it's actually an exercise on who can keep to the rhythm, which is actually worse, I think. That's actually worse.
It's unkind to white people.
Yeah, I think we were all thinking it. Yeah. So go on.
Well, okay. I'm literally on the Wikipedia page for the Red, White, and Royal Blue soundtrack. But this is the score. Buckingham Palace, Anxious Alex, Press Day. This is incredible. Who's purchasing this? Do you want me to buy this for you?
No, thank you.
Is it Get Low?
Yeah. It's Get Low.
Okay. Shorty Get Low.
Yeah. Which is a surprising song choice for this party, but I guess Alex thinks he's real cool. And at this party, he's very popular.
I guess they're millennials.
He's very popular with the ladies. But
so who do you think is the invite list to this? How do we score invites to something like that? Is this all staffers?
It's interesting, right?
Because it's young people.
Because it's a party that we're meant to believe that A, the royal spare was allowed to go to. B, that he would feel safe enough to have a drink at, dance at. Doesn't seem to have huge security with him. He's there because he's definitely his boy.
Prince Harry used to go to Mayfair clubs all the time.
And he should have done it less, I'd argue. He should have done it less. And he should have thought about those outfits more. Yeah. So actually, shout out to Henry, not in a Nazi uniform. We'll give him that.
The bar is on the floor.
It's on the floor. Okay, but I'm thinking it's like kids he grew up with, kids he rode with. Oh no, he wasn't posh, this guy, Alex, when he was growing up. He was from like a normal house.
Yeah, so is he like inviting
like
classmates?
Like school? I guess Nora's there, his oldest friend. It seems like, yeah, a mix of sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, but they surely a lot of them have to be rich and famous themselves, or rich and used to fame themselves, because no one like has a massive reaction to the prince being there. But yeah, so they're at this party and lots of girls are throwing themselves at Alex.
As would I.
As you would, of course you would. And whereas I'd be like, I wonder if we should talk about maybe whether or not you should abdicate yourself from the royals, because I think that maybe then more people would talk about whether or not it's a good thing, Sir Henry, and he'd be like, why is this old lesbian here? Where's Sarah Shahi? But yes, so they do this dance, and at one point everyone gets low except the two of them, which I think is actually, well, I found it less cringe than I expected to. Obviously, I'd seen it on TikTok.
It reminds me of a very good Pierre Novelli bit, who's a very, very tall man who's like, I'm so tall that any bar I walk into is a gay bar. He's just like anyone at my eye level.
Yeah, that's so true.
So that was a beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful moment.
And then
visually, I think that's a really cool
I think so too.
move.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I don't know that I thought it was like breathtaking, but it was fun and it was well done. And
again, shows you that Amazon has money for copyrighted music.
Absolutely. I think the tricky thing with this is that I'm obviously watching it, unlike most people, post the club scene in Heated Rivalry.
Right. We are living in a post-HR world.
Impossible for me to believe that that's like the most tension I could feel, or like chemistry I could feel between two people who don't feel like they could get together, because I have listened to that tattoo drop and been like, oh, please. So I was like, yeah, they might, I guess they're looking at each other, you know? I didn't.
Yeah.
And so, and I think that's partly that we haven't seen them fuck more beautifully than I've ever seen two people fuck before the scene happens, and then feel like they're yearning. Anywho.
You're digressing.
I digress. Countdown to New Year's Eve. Two girls kiss Alex, is that right?
I think so.
And then Henry has some feelings about it, so he storms out. And Alex goes after him and is like, have I done something wrong? Like, what's going on? And then they talk about who they would be if they weren't in the positions that they were. And Henry's like, I would be a writer. Which, P.S., so funny, because you could definitely still write.
Yeah, like a memo for the White House.
Yes, exactly.
Doesn't mean anyone will read it.
That's Henry, though. But Henry,
Yeah.
Henry could like write. He could write. He could just write.
I mean,
himself.
yeah.
But it
King Charles wrote so many children's books.
Indeed, and then I think it's like he says that, and then he would date more, and Alex is like, "You're the Prince of England. Surely you get around." And he's like, "I'm not interested in the people I can date, and the people I want to date aren't like, or the people I'm interested in I can't date." And Alex is like, huh? I don't understand.
But at this point, he knows.
But he's acting like he doesn't understand. And then
it's the thing where he's like egging him on by saying like, I don't get it. He's getting Henry to say it instead of himself.
And then Henry calls him something like a dunce or something, and then just kisses him. And actually, that was when I was like, oh damn, I care about these characters. Fuck. I was like, oh no. Yeah, nice. And then he just leaves.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice. Me watching
kiss the shit out of him.
Me watching boys kiss. Truly like every toxic man on a public form of transport. Yeah, nice. This must be about me. Yeah, nice. Why? Anyway, I calmed myself down, had a cold shower, and went back to watching the movie. And it turns out he stops texting Alex back once they've had a kiss, because he's like freaking out, I guess. But way harsh. Really quite rude, actually, to have something physical happen. And then and Alex is like, why won't you hang out with me? Are you going to hang out with me? What's going on?
And in that moment, you kind of assume that Henry's not an experienced boy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you really do. You're like, it's like, is it baby's first kiss? What's going on here? That's so true. But it transpires he has all these confused feelings because his grandfather is like, obviously some members of his family suspect that he's gay, which I don't even know how you would start to suspect one of the royals as being gay, because it's like everything they all do is gay all the time. It's like, sorry, the women are out riding horses and the men are wearing their little cute outfits. It's like, I don't understand. Like, everyone's gay. But yes, the king has been like, you belong to the country, so you can only belong to someone for a fleeting moment, kind of thing. Or
I say this as purely speculative and for fun. Which member of the royal family, if they come out, you'd be least surprised?
Any of them.
Okay.
Literally any
and let the
of
record
them.
show that.
Truly, any. There's not one that I believe is straight. Anyway, so we know that there's this fear of disappointing the royals, whatever. in this interim, Alex is like, how do I get him to hang out with me? And I think he tells his friend Nora, and she's like, yeah, obviously saw that coming a mile off. And so he keeps being like, are you coming to this event for the Prime Minister? You're meant to be my +1 and everyone will notice if you're not there or something. And when they get there, he asks his security to get him a moment alone with Henry. And she's like, okay, but he does have his own in security. They're obviously going to look for him. And he's like, I only need a moment. And then they go into the red room. Ayo. And I think Henry starts to apologize. I think it's Alex who goes in for the kiss then, which is really lovely.
I truly cannot recall, and I'm really, really sorry.
What?
I feel terrible.
And then then the security come in and are like, And so, yeah, it's back on, which is very exciting.
I will say they're like half hiding it at any given
Yeah,
time.
they're not doing a great job. It's giving like lovey-dovey eyes in the way that Hayden accused Ilya of giving Shane. It's like, okay, well, maybe put your tongue in your mouth. Maybe that would help.
It's like,
hide this. Yeah.
Let me hug you on the rink and then kiss your helmet.
Exactly. And so then, obviously, we see Alex start to be taken seriously because he acts in, oh my God, that's right. At that same event, he says to, I think it's Miguel, I hope it's Miguel. No,
the journalist?
He says to the journalist who he's hooked up with, he asked him a question and Alex isn't paying enough attention. So he's like, are you guys gonna? I read your memo. Like, are you guys gonna take Texas? And he's like, yeah, I guess, whatever. He's just looking around for his prints. And this journalist, Alex is in trouble with Uma because Uma says there are multiple tweets.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bad.
There are like 3 tweets saying we're going to take Texas, and now that means we got to take Texas. And you're like, does it? I'm not sure that's true. Anyway, so he's sent off to take Texas.
And he does.
And of course he does, because this is an Aaron Sorkin world. Even if he'd want nothing to do with it, because he doesn't write gay characters.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, West Wing, is there a single gay character in West Wing?
Oh my God. I think
Not
the
from my
thing with Aaron
recollection.
Sorkin to me is every time I watch them, I'm like, every character sounds exactly the same. It's like the same person talking to each other.
Oh yeah, 100%. Which is like
Fast
the beauty
talking.
of West Wing, right? It's like the only way you can find Republicans compelling. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Anyway, enough about that.
Allison Janney feels spiritually gay to me.
100%. The fact that CJ Craig was supposed to be straight, I was like, no. The fact that he didn't make her gay is insane. It's insane. She wakes up to run on the treadmill at 4 a.m. before her job because she's just like absolutely fine and happy with her sex life. Okay. Anyway.
Again, not to quote another joke by another comedian, but Shelf have an amazing bit where they're like, whenever guys hit on us, they need to be gay enough to be into us, but straight enough to think everyone is.
Yes, exactly. A gorgeous. Yes, it's that. So, as we know, he has to go take Texas, and they're texting and they're emailing, and it's getting a little bit more
Paper trail, and it's getting a little
bit more hot and heavy. And they meet up and they talk about. Do you want to talk about the sex scene?
Okay, wait. Are we talking about the one? Okay, I might pull it up.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's watch it.
Okay, we're gonna watch the sex scene. Okay, so they're in Paris. They're in Paris and they're about to have anal sex. And let me tell you, so the bi guy, Alex, so terrified, so nervous because it's his first time having penetrative sex with a man. And he would be nervous, of course. And what does young Henry say?
He says, not to worry, basically. I went to an English boarding school. You're in good hands.
Oh, God, that's so good.
Wow, it's
good.
really funny. It's very good stuff. I really did laugh. They then have quite an awkward undressing. It's all very stiff and severe. And Henry says that his buttons are very stiff. And then Alex says, yes, so rigid.
Oof.
And it's like, oh God, stop that. I wouldn't say that their pre-sex chat is as hot as Ilya and Shane's by any way.
We simply cannot compare.
We simply mustn't compare, because they also do a lot of, like, you're right, the scene begins very lesbian in its in sort of filmic representation of lesbianism, where it's like
Yellow
two
light.
people watching each other, sort of like rubbing each other with rigid fingers, going like, and is that also, and that's your body, and that's also your body. It's a bit like Braille. It's like, and checking you're there, and there you are. And then yes, he throws him on the bed,
and then they have sex.
But with
beautiful,
the
beautiful.
most hilarious sound bath music
That's so true.
where it's like every time I think like we're supposed to believe the entering is occurring, the unlocking has occurred with the key dangling in between, and then just as he's like being penetrated, we hear Nicholas kind of breathe out like, and you're like, did he die? Did he die? What happened? Did he die? Oh God, it's very music that you might put on to massage someone who's tense.
Yeah. And it's like copyright free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or it's the music that plays after, when you like fall asleep in a yoga session and they start playing music to wake you up.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And we are now done for the day. Yes. So they have sex.
And they say, take your time, but really they want you out.
Exactly. So they have sex. And then?
It kind of starts their relationship. They then go to the proto cabin, the proto cottage.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Before there was the cottage, there was the cabin.
Cute. And it's just all very sweet and nice, and
They are sloppy though. Like
they're terrible at hiding things.
Yeah, they go into like the local bar and they do karaoke together.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you.
Yes.
So oh my God, he sings Queen in a country bar.
Yeah. Okay, so they do, yes, they sing karaoke, they go to the dock in the cabin, there's some beautiful scenes in the water. Then what? They have sex. I can't remember in what order, but they have sex. And Zara shows up and is like, dude, we got to get you to whatever for work.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, there's someone here. You shit, there's someone here. And she's looking around for a girl. She's looking around for a girl. She's looking around for a girl.
And she finds
Prince Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is surprised, I would argue, which is crazy because she's been up close with these motherfuckers. But okay, fine.
How good are you at politics if you can't see something happening right before your eyes?
I really don't understand it. It's like you were in the L word. You know gay people exist. But okay, fine. And then essentially the crux of the film, and this is where it really is a very romantasy in its trope and in its norms, is a happy ending, right? You get to a situation where he tells his mom and she's just excited and wants to talk about boys.
Yeah. And
Henry tells his family, well, the king summons them essentially to talk about it. And they're like, fuck it, we're going to be out and proud. So they go outside, they're like, we're doing this, we are gay. And then, or for each other at least. And then you hear outside because oh my God, of course their emails were released.
Yes.
Their emails were released.
Which is a very long game.
Incredibly long game. Good point. And then I'm so glad you finally read it and we can have conversations like this. And then of course there's apparently in this universe an overlap between proud gay people and royalists. And those same said people show up at Buckingham Palace to be like, woohoo!
Okay, you're saying that you're talking about them as that group doesn't exist. Fans of Princess Diana.
I take it back.
They exist.
I take it back. Yeah, I take it back. They weren't royalists though, Charlie. Yes, Charlie.
Do you think fans of Princess Diana would want to abolish the monarchy? They were into the fact that she was a princess.
I think they might want to abolish the monarchy. The people's princess is different. But I do think anyway, in this world, the royalists are also hella supportive of the gays. They rock up for a little mini pride parade outside Buckingham Palace. The boys go out and wave to them. It's all very gay and camp and fabulous.
The king who's not exactly encouraging of this relationship before come out is Stephen Fry, who is famously gay. So there's a little bit of a nod to that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very interesting. And again, what we always discuss in Heated Rivalry is that there's like two, obviously, avenues is the fact like they are gay, which is maybe not that big of a deal, but then they're rivals. So there are circumstances outside the fact that they're gay that makes their relationship questionable.
And where they are professional hockey players, and that demands hypermasculinity, being a public figure in politics in America, or being a member of the royal family, you are also expected to be to fit that heteronormative brief for sure.
And so I think that's those are like the two avenues in Red, White, and Royal Blue. But again, this is romantasy. As you said, everything works out.
Of course it does. And he takes him to his childhood home, which should have been smaller.
And do they take Texas?
Yeah, they take Texas. Yeehaw!
A real happy ending.
I don't understand why the house is so big. He's supposed to have come from nothing. I was like, this house is ginormous. Maybe that's just the norm for Americans. I was like, if that's the poor background he came from, then shut
The dad was a
up.
billionaire the entire
Yeah,
time.
exactly. It's like, what? Anyway, I thought I'd hate this film. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a good hour and a half spent. Wouldn't mind it. Didn't hate it. Can recommend. I am so interested in what you think the second film's going to be about.
Well,
Is there a second book?
I'm assuming there's a second book.
Ah.
It's probably going to be royal engagement. Like it's probably going to be royal
They're going to
engagement.
Meghan Markle him.
Oh my God. And then the British tabloids will destroy him.
He's a Mexican American. They're going to. It's basically an expose about how bad the Daily Mail treated Meghan. Do you think?
I think that would be
Is there a second book?
I still think it's Twink Death in a third. Amazon, call us.
Okay, so either he's Meghan Markle or it's Twink Death in a third, or do you think that Henry leaves the royal family
For why?
to go and be in the States and support his husband and his political ambitions?
Ooh, so he's like, you think Alex is angling to be a Kennedy?
I think there's a world in which it's dynastic because all of the other politicians in that country are.
Okay, so they're creating a royal family of their own.
Yes, I'm doing.
I kind of like that. Yeah.
Producer Charlie has found the premise of the second book. The central event of the film orbits around Beatrice's wedding. This momentous occasion, and that's his sister. This momentous occasion brings the couple together under intense media scrutiny, bringing them squarely in the middle of royal tradition, family pressures, and the chaotic beauty of planning a high-profile multi-nation ceremony. I mean...
You know who's planning a high-profile multi-nation ceremony? It's Olga freaking Koch. I'm
Yeah.
flying people out from... No, they're not flying out.
For your wedding?
No one's flying out.
God damn it, they're rude. Unlike the original film, which relied on the enemies to lovers trope and the thrill of a clandestine romance, the sequel explores the daily realities and compromises of being an openly queer power couple.
What are the daily realities of being an openly queer
Well,
power
it has that
couple?
too. Long distance strains, supporting each other's career goals, and the
That
suffocating...
all feels true to you.
rude.
What? How's
But
that
long distance strain. Sorry, this is just so boring. That's what the second film's about. Is like iCal dilemmas.
That's relatable to a woman in her 30s, I'd say. She was writing a book. Obviously, this was written by a woman. God bless. She's writing a book that will be relatable to her target demo.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, I really think they should do our version. Brazilian third. Let's be having you. Come on. It's not too late, boys. Let's change it. Don't you think?
Yeah, they go to Carnival together
Of course. Oh, that's gorgeous.
for like diplomatic reasons.
Yes. And
There's a special relationship float in the Rio
the
Carnival.
third is so annoyed that they won't take his hair business seriously. It's extensions, but for men. It's very important. It's a passion project. Yeah, it's not the royal family, but it's still important. Call us.
God.
Okay, gorgeous. Can't wait to see
Honestly,
it.
it would do wonders for me if you let me make a toupee for the king. Red, White, Royal, Blue 2, a toupee for the king.
Or the older brother, William.
Okay.
If there's a William equivalent, there should
and,
be.
and if there is a William equivalent, he would need a toupee.
I do agree. Now then, would you watch? So we will watch the second one.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course we will. Tell me your horniest moment of the week, please, Olga.
My horniest moment of the week is rediscovering Janet Jackson, and I do think that all of her songs sounds like sex.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Absolutely. So sexy, so hot, so fun.
Yeah.
Good rediscovery. Where did you rediscover her? In the gym.
In the gym.
Of course.
My
yes.
PT put her on. Shout out to my PT.
Heaven.
Love you, babe.
Shout out to your gay male PT, I assume.
We love my
Of
gay male
course.
PT.
He's
All
actually...
the girls at the party looking that back. Come
Yes.
on. So good. How about
What
you?
was my horniest moment of the week? Oh, sorry. We're recording this when the Men's World Cup is on, and Jude Bellingham has been on my television.
Jude Bellingham. Every time he
Jude,
scores a goal, he
Jude,
goes,
Jude.
the chest
Jude.
and the little smile. Oh.
For me, it's when he goes down on his knees and then like holds his crotch. Have you ever seen this? Also, Jed Spence, the pair of them, can get it. So that was a thrill. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next Thursday. In the meantime, if you want more from us, we have a Patreon. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Tonsil Hockey Podcast.
And if you've noticed anything about Red, White, and Royal Blue, if you have your own opinions on
Please.
it, please leave them in the comments. Please email us. We want to hear from you. We love gay media.
You can email us on tonsilhockeypodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'd like to hear your deranged takes. And also, what do you think the second movie should be about? Let's all workshop this. Let's do a better script of our own. Let us know. and have a nice week. Have a horny week.
Bye.
Bye.